and Twitch International Master William Pascal. We are Sladgie on Twitch, Sparkle Horse on lichess. Welcome, guys, to my Tuesday night arena. Every week I hold an arena, either Rapid or Blitz. This week we're alternating to Blitz. Expecting a big crowd, many well-wishers. Hopefully like 40 players, 40 to 50 players by the end of the thing. We play for 2 hours, starting in 15 minutes. So it's 5 plus 3, casual, obviously increment. Sparkle Horse Arena, just gonna get underway. Pardon. Welcome everybody to my stream. We've got 3 bears. We bears. We 3 bears. We'll get questioned about that, the bear situation. Well, I hope I have lichess.org in the title. I do. So we should be good to go. Where is everybody? Beautiful spring day here in Budapest, Hungary. Nobody in my arena yet. Usually it takes a little while. Welcome everybody to the stream. No lurkers. I've got a great quote this week, which is actually really apropos to a comment we had earlier, and actually it was, I don't think it was, yeah, it must have been Sunday. Someone was asking if chess is an art, you know, and I was like, yeah, it's definitely an art. And here we see the great Ben Larson actually say just that. The chess is, he did say that chess was in fact an art. He was certainly not the only top player to have that opinion. Something wrong with the punctuation in this quote, I just realized. A little bit of a comma period situation there on line 3. Ludwig AC. Where is everyone? Just too fine of a spring day to be inside playing chess on your telephone or computer. Playing chess in the park, I assume. By now we usually have some kind of comment in the stream, though. I'm a little bit scared there's something wrong with the stream. I have 4 viewers. Crushing it with 4 viewers. Still early yet. IVYM. Welcome. Here's the link for, it's not a Simo, it's a Blitz tournament, but I think that's what you meant. You'd make a good streamer, Alms. Getting your thoughts confused. I do that constantly. So we've got Alms, Ludwig AC, new player Musti55. Bent Larson quote. So it looks good. Now, I hate when I get bad quotes for my tournaments. For me, chess is the same time a game, a sport, a science, and an art. And perhaps even more than that. MVL is live. Who's that? Who is that? That's totally different. Tournament. I was a bit nervous that I could not detect the symbol. Detect. I'm definitely cooler. Those guys are just chess nerds. Those people over like 2700, you can't. They just can't. They can't relate to the average chess player. I think once you go over 2700, that's it. You're not normal anymore. You know, unrelatable. So I try to be relatable. Sparkle Horse Arena starting. And, you know, he's not holding his own tournament, which is more fun. Gladys Troll. La Chiere. Alms on Twitch is like, wow, 5 plus 3 today. Yeah, we alternate. We alternate between 7-3 and 5-3. Last week we did Rapid, so we're doing pretty much alternating. I did do simul's on Wednesdays, right? A couple times in the past. It counts as Blitz. This is a Blitz Arena. My rating is almost bottomed out at 2301, but I'll get it back to 2500. It's just really hard. My mom passed away Friday. I'm trying to put the pieces back together. A lot of papers and bureaucracy to deal with, so I haven't been able to play much. I did play a few games today, though. My mom's teddy bear is actually in honor of my mom. I got her teddy bear in the... He doesn't really have a name. He's in the camera with the pandas today. He was just hanging out with us, so I thought I'd let him be in the stream. He's kind of lonely. Sparkle Horse, Alms, Gentleman 91, Ludwig AC, Musty 55. Someone on sound. I'm actually getting... I've improved on my allergy. My allergic cough is better. So we're better in that respect, at least. So like 3 weeks, guys, and I'm going to be moving the stream back to the United States. Got business to take care of back in the new world. Don't they celebrate for a funeral somewhere in Asia? You mean pandas? Ludwig, no problem. Thank you. It was maybe for the best, because my mom was ill for a long time and really in bad shape. So I'm relieved that she's not suffering anymore. But I'll be moving back for the summer to the United States, as I did last year, between May and September. We're going to be streaming from the United States, starting in the middle of May. Treating funerals like a party. Well, the Irish do that, right? I mean, the classic Irish wake, right, is basically just an excuse to get drunk. Is it not? But not all of us party by getting drunk, right? Just some of us. The pandas like to drink their alcoholic bamboo, you know, beer, alcohol beer or whatever. Happening. Sparkle Horse, Alms, Laluo, Gentleman 91, Ludwig AC, Musty 55. Let's get some more players, guys. Where is everyone? Where's Asterbait? He's on. I better send him a message. Let's send him a message. Dude. Stream starting. Yo. Yo. You're kidding me. This is the maximum length. It's 3. Alright, Asterbait. Wake him up. Maybe he doesn't like Blitz, though. Fireworks? Are you still in Nepal, Gladys Troll? Human being. Alms, I like your Blitz rating. I don't know, there's some rating depreciation here. I got knocked down 200 points. Alms is 2029 in Blitz. But if you play in like the hourly Blitz tournaments, there's almost no one over 2,000, so it's almost impossible for me to gain points back by playing in like hourly tournaments. And I find I play really sketchy people when I do like the random, seeks, like in the, what do you call it? I don't know what the category is, the preset seeks. The best is to find that sort of search graph and look for a good opponent. You're awful. I'm awful at everything. I logged into leaddrafts.org today. I didn't realize that was a thing until the other day when someone mentioned it, but sadly there's like no players on the draft site. I mean, I suck at what we call checkers, but I was curious to see if it's a real thing. There is leaddrafts.org. Asterbait got my message. We're looking for players. We drafted you. Drafts.org. Drafted. Alyokin is here. That's awesome. The spirit of Alyokin. One of these Halloweens, I'm really going to have like a chess seance. I mean, that'll be a huge hit. We got to really do it this October. The chess seance stream. It's Spartaco who was talking about it, right? Spartaco's here, ironically. Wasn't it you who was talking about drafts? Or was that Gladys Troll? Now I got confused. Fuchsia. What's up, guys? Fuchsia, do you play Blitz? Alright, we got a 5-3 casual arena. Alyokin's in the house. Oh, we played 960, you mentioned it, yeah. I always figured drafts was easy, right? But it's pure calculation. I would think more tactics than strategy. But I was surprised there was almost no players logged in. I mean, it's obviously not as popular as chess. It is legal to bury your relatives on your own land, right? Gladys Troll. Legal. You mean it's like required? You're trying to ask like it's like required to bury in your own land? I don't think so, Gladys Troll. Oh, in the US, like you can't just like go in the woods and bury your mom in a random, you know, pile of leaves and yeah, you're not allowed to just bury people on public property, if that's what you're asking. I misunderstood your question. Clash Kid. That's a good way of getting out of having a funeral. A proper burial. Fortunately, my mom already has a place reserved, luckily. Gladys Troll's like, no. Clash Kid resubscribed. 21 months. Gotta be the leader. A Kiba. The mob prefer the underwater burials, Akiba. Underwater burials, I don't know about the legality of that either. Binge watching Addams Family Values. I love Addams Family. I love the original episodes. You mean Addams Family? Like, Values was like a movie, right? So. Alright. Alms on Twitch taking the lead for the bit war. Bit battle turning into a bit nuclear strike soon. Sparkle Horse, Alms, Human Being, Alyokin, Laluo, Fuchsia, Functionalish, Layart, Ludwig, Troll on a Roll, and Acerbate. Oh, you mean the cartoons, man? Oh man, the Addams Family cartoons, that's from my like late childhood, probably. I don't really, it was too late for me to really get into it. Maybe even after that. I was probably an adult when they did that. I lost track. There were several different Addams Family cartoons. Alms on Twitch. There was Addams Family meets Scooby-Doo. I remember. There was an episode of that. That was funny. Alms on Twitch 100. Thank you guys for the donation. Clash Kids subscribing. People in Russia, after grandfather died, if we can possibly bury him on our land besides our house. That's a good question, Gladys Troll. I don't know about the legality of that in the United States, like burying him on your private property. That's a very good question. Usually people do that right before they go to jail. There was a story about a man who like had his yard excavated for some building project and then found his mom's body. This was just last week. So well, I mean, maybe not last week. The story was in the news last week. So the father was like, had murdered the mother, and they didn't discover it till 20 years later, when the son had the property excavated, just accidentally discovered it. Someone on sound with 101 taking the lead. Ryu. Kierkegaard. We'll call him Kierkegaard because it's too hard to say that. First name, I guess, is Japanese. The second name, closer to Kierkegaard. Alright. Strong player, number 2. I don't know him. Funny, I've seen like several Japanese accounts today and I almost never see them. I met a couple of Japanese players years ago, but no one recently. As I mentioned many times, I played Yoshihari Habu in the World Open once. I met some Japanese players here in Budapest. But it's not a country that traditionally, where chess is very popular traditionally. But they've got some reasonable players, I guess, these days. Starting to have more strong players than ever. But again, other games are more popular there. Okay, here we go. Bouldering. You tried bouldering. I hope you did it in Colorado. I guess it's all lost in translation. Clash Kid, I never heard of bouldering. Is that like mountain climbing? I think it's got to be like the Austrian way of saying mountain climbing. What do you call it when you climb burning boulders? A special form of climbing in a hall. Oh, it's like, I didn't know it had a name. So, okay. Yeah, I've seen those. Like, my kids have tried, like, very baby forms of that, I guess. But, okay. I didn't know it had, like, an official name. I thought you meant, like just basically normal mountain climbing. I was going to say, what do you call it? Smoldering bouldering. Climbing flaming boulders. Alright. Too much distraction from the chat. I've got a strong opponent. I'm not quite paying that close attention. Probably I should. Weird position. How did this happen? What happened? So it turned from like a Bracilimo into an open Sicilian. Which is really strange. Extremely strange. I'm tempted all these stupid tactics that don't work. Buy all these stupid tactics that don't work. Stupid tactic tricks. But I mean, it's weird. He's combining different systems, but I'm confused too. He's got the Rosslimo and the Sozin, but I'm playing a setup with the bishop on d7 I wouldn't normally have. Against the Sozin, I would typically play normal setups similar to this, but I never put my bishop on d7 this early on. Gladys really seemed to have an obsession with dead bodies. Bloby. I don't really know what to do. b5, b4, when in doubt. But he's got a weird Najdorf. He's got an f4 Najdorf essentially. So b5, b4 doesn't do anything special. So b5 is just a move, just another move. He's just playing an f4 Najdorf now. No, I understand, Troll. I understand. I just think you have a kind of gothic interest there. Good evening, Infinite Flash Chess. What the? What the what? Okay, I'm not sure what's happening here, but I definitely don't understand that move. I'm not a known materialist, but I will take it when I can get it. This is a very strong position for black. Clear pawn up. But it's still not over. mean, essentially, I think all I did was like develop a piece for him there with that last. We'll call it a maneuver. For lack of a better word. What do I want to do next? Speaking of swinging over, macabre. How do you pronounce that word? Macabre interests in the undead. Mr. Troll. Robot Porcivo. Does anyone know what a robot Porcivo is? There are no laws in your country, nor mine. President can do what he likes. What am I doing? All right. Let's just try to trade stuff. I'm sure there's similar laws here, Gladys Troll. No laws that prohibit home burial? Are you talking about like the United States or Russia? Or everywhere in between? Damn it, that knight d4 is coming in at some point. Man, I gotta be careful here. That's a horrible move. It sounds like US legalese, yeah. I was gonna say. That's weird. I never heard of anyone like burying someone at their house. I don't know, our opponent seems to like play faster and faster the more we're in the end game. He's like an in-game specialista. Apparently. Got that king though. King. My friend Emil would say King Kong. The Marauder. Pokemon Go. This looks like I'm going too far now. cross the border to the other side. Cheap trick, bishop h5. Got the ultimate pawn. Ultimate pawn. Meanwhile, his knight is dominated. It's touchdown time. All right. Laluo off to a fast start with 4 points. You know well that anything's possible if you have enough money. I can't imagine Russia is that much different from like Eastern Europe. Probably anything's possible if you can pay for it. Okay. Back to work for you. Someone on sound. Thank you for the donation, sir. Stopping by. See you later in the week. We've got just 10 players, no, 17 players. Human beings. CT. Aliokin, Ludwig, Acerbate, Liart, Musti. Oh. Lexi Kerstel. Lexi Kersti. Good game. You didn't lose on time, Gladys Troll. You actually resigned? Lalo played 2 wins already. Accumulated 2 wins already. Now, did you play this previously? Some sort of F3? Yeah, you better quit now. We can't quit. Not enough players yet. The real question is why do I have stuffed animals in the room? No, this is a tribute to my mom. That's her teddy bear. So he's feeling kind of lonely. So I thought I'd let him be on the stream. I'm not just like going out accumulating more stuffed animals, infinite flash. But I thought it would be appropriate. He's without an owner. Alright, knight g4. The ultimate caraclage for black. With no pressure on f7. We're having a field day. '86. Sprightly 86. I don't like e5. I prefer not to do that. Laluo pretty crafty. It's another chess computer. Hopefully all of our pawns draw all the key squares. I like queen b6 now. But actually you have e5 there? It's queen b6, e5. Yeah, maybe I'll hold off on that. You could hold off for one move, right? In this one case where e5 might have been better. Tony Miles had a thing for playing the dragon and allowing like bishop e5 check and playing king f8. This is probably not that bad. Antonio, good to see you. Thanks everybody for joining me for the stream. Old friends and new. I'm International Master William Pascal. This is my menagerie. And this is my Blitz Arena. We are going to try to stream tomorrow. Normal schedule, 10 a.m. I have a lot of bureaucratic stuff I have to do. So once in a while I might have to cancel a stream here or there. Hopefully not too often. Running for office. Somebody has to do it. And it's not Bill Weld. Poor Bill. Hard to believe that guy was governor of Massachusetts. He looks so pathetic now. That last time he ran for Libertarian presidential candidate was ridiculous. Now he's like professional election loser. It's such a joke. All right. They would tear us apart, Infinite Flash. Tear us apart. Damn, my Bromanian. Yeah, your fellow Bromanian. Lupulescu lost to Gawain. Well, Gawain's a lot tougher than Fallujah. Fallujah's just a kid, so he's likely to be inconsistent. But Jones is a monster. Jones is really heavy-duty monster. You know, a player like Fallujah is going to be dropping inconsistent games. Yeah, Lupulescu, one of the top Romanian grandmasters. Okay, that didn't go well for Laluo. Not good. Honda wants an 80% tax rate. He's an extremist animal rights activist. Yeah, he was just arrested at that rally in London. Protesting animal gene editing. Lucky the American embassy got him out of there pretty fast. Yeah, that was not good for White, the last performance. The Carclage variation that he played with Bishop E3, Knight G4 is one that can be dynamic for White, but you have to know exactly what you're doing. And he was kind of making it up. Well, what tournament are you talking about, Stinger 87? I assumed you were talking about a real tournament. Okay, Reykjavik. Yeah, that's what I figured, but I wasn't sure. Do they still have it so that like 1400s play in the same section as like 2800s? That was why I didn't go like 2 years ago. I thought about playing, but I was like, I'm not going to go play in a tournament where my main motivation would be to like try to get a GM norm if I'm going to get like paired with an 1800 in the first round. They should have two sections. Maybe they've changed it by now. But I mean, I think a lot of people were put off by that Reykjavik tournament being just kind of crazy with the 2800s and 1600s in the same section. Troll on a roll. I feel like I'm slipping downward here. Long time no play for Troll on a roll. I don't know what that last game was. Do you remember? I lost on time? I do not recall that. This is unusual. Black normally putting the bishop on f5. Although it's probably not that bad, actually. He'll take on c4 and play knight b6. Control roll has 4 minutes 50 seconds. He says not an NM yet. Who's an NM? Who's not an NM? They're gonna demote me to NM soon. Bishop f5. Well, I mean, some people play bishop d3, but that's more lame. It's more aggressive to play queen b3 and not trade pieces. But there are even experimental lines where you can play bishop f5 like before you even play bishop g7. And this line is nothing for white, but it's safe. I actually lost one of my lamest games ever like 2 years ago. I was sitting there after like 15 moves or 12 moves with white against this really lame player from Romania. But he was a Hungarian from Romania. And I was gonna make a normal move, and then for some reason, I hadn't played a tournament in a long time. I just like got this sudden idea pop in my head about this other move, and without really taking my time, I just made the move real fast. It was stupid. It was such a classic mistake. The fake London system. Life Master title? No, I mean LM is not, it's a lichess master. It's not Life Master. That's something from like ICC. But Life Master exists in like US Chess Federation. I mean, it exists in like the US Chess Federation, some kind of made up title. But on lichess, it's like a lichess master. Yeah, but in USCF, it's kind of like, it was a sort of legitimate thing. People who, I guess, didn't play. It's hard to explain, but in the past, you know, decades, like not everybody had FIDE ratings typically. Mate. So until 15 years ago, when not everybody had FIDE ratings, a lot of people simply didn't get, even master strength players didn't have FIDE ratings in the United States. It wasn't unusual for someone to be 2200 and have like no FIDE rating. So I think that Life Master was sort of created for people who didn't have like international ratings, but were kind of like stronger than a national master. Nowadays it's not really necessary because pretty much everybody has the candidate master or the FIDE master or whatever, you know, and almost everyone has FIDE ratings now. But if you went back 20 years, you'd see that like in US tournaments, not very few tournaments are actually FIDE rated in my home country. So that's why they created like Life Master, I think. It's sort of irrelevant now, more irrelevant now than it ever was with title like Candidate Master being around. I'm like a Life Master, but then they changed it and stuff, but it's like a USCF equivalent of a FIDE Master, I would say, in a way. Oh, we're playing this 2200 again. Come on, man. Don't make me play the highest rated player in the tournament again. You're making him play the highest rated player in the tournament again. It's not fair. I don't know. I don't feel like pulling my knight off of f3 in this position. Usually they're in a big hurry to play knight h5, but Ryujin didn't do that. Now, I thought Ryujin was like a Korean name, actually. Or Ryu was Korean. But maybe he just has like what am I trying to say? Maybe he's not really from Japan. You can put anything you want. You put Antarctica there. All right, he's from Antarctica. Oh, this is a little weird. I think I need to play d5 here. I already played h3. We have a place to go. His second name, I'm an expert on Japanese names. I don't know. It's cool to see someone from Japan, but who knows if he's really from Japan. I was with this Japanese guy here in Budapest like 20 years ago. We left this bar. We'd been at a bar and got in a taxi to go home to the hotel where we were staying. And when we got in the taxi driver like didn't start the meter, and we were like into our journey like half a mile or something. And I realized, and I was like, hey, you didn't start the meter. The guy was like, well, whatever. In Hungarian, he was kind of like, didn't want to cooperate. What meter, you know? And I was like, all right, stop the car. The Japanese guy was like a total tourist. He didn't know what was going on. I had been there a long time. So then the taxi driver was really angry that I realized he was trying to scam us. So I like demanded that he stop the car. He stopped the car, and then we got out of the car without paying because it was a really small amount, and he was trying to cheat us. So the dude like freaked out, and then he tried to run us over with a taxi. That was my last adventure with a Japanese chess player. The guy tried to run us over with a taxi like for like 2 blocks. He ran up onto the sidewalk trying to like smash us into the fenced off part of the building. It was insane. It was like straight out of a movie. One of my favorite Budapest experiences. I don't even know which Japanese chess player it was. If he still plays chess. All right, bang. Taking him apart. FIDE arena titles. I was telling a story in the first month of my stream. Yeah, it's one of my favorite. That's my favorite next to the time when they beat me up on the street in Vatsiut. I got beat up. I probably told that story too. I got beat up because of some other guy, like, that went to a strip club, and I was just like an innocent bystander on the street. The guy just started talking to me, this guy who was being hustled for all of his money, and he started like talking to me and recognized that I'm American because he was American or Canadian, and then these like mafia guys just assumed I was trying to help him even though I didn't really do anything, and started to like try to kill me. But that was in the days of the Wild East. These stories I'm telling are from like 20 years ago. I mean, it's not as bad now. We used to call it the Wild East. Taxi drivers in Bucharest, yeah. They start the meter, but it's rigged. I mean, that's an old system. They probably still, I mean, that's been the world over, right? Rigged taxi meters. A little more subtle. But the taxis in Budapest are kind of more uniform now. They've cracked down on it quite a bit. It's nowhere near what it was like before. I really like getting beat up for the sake of something I didn't do. It actually, the problem was the first guy, there was like this guy, and I wasn't concerned about him, and I was actually willing to fight this like later guy on the street if necessary. But then there was like a second guy who came from behind and just hammered me. It was awful. They were like beating on me like in public, and nobody did anything until some like Middle Eastern guys came, and actually none of the locals helped me. It was a couple of like guys from, I don't remember where they were from, maybe like Turkey or something, and they actually helped me. But crazy days 20 years ago. I'm sure Bucharest is extremely similar to Budapest, or was. All right, guys, enough stories for today. The arena money money grandmaster. Rujin is coming back again. He seems like a fighter without a lot of opening knowledge. Here he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just one pawn down and he's staying alive. Oh, what's up with me? I'm getting kind of tired. Even with my coffee, it's not helping. Maybe I had too much coffee. I'm talking a lot. It's like that Talking Heads song. Talking a lot, but you're not saying anything. David Byrne. David Byrne's still around. This is annoying. I don't know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Little Mexico. No, I've been to Romania. I was in Bucharest once, but I didn't get to see too much. I like the Romanian peeps, though. All right, most of them. So what's up here? Corruption. Yeah. I wouldn't step foot in Mexico. I mean, I like Mexican people and stuff, but I don't really want to take my life in my hands. Black getting counterplay. Definitely not going to Mexico for a vacation. Corruption. Yeah, well, you know that the corruption stuff in Romania is big news. Has been big news quite a while, right? E5. E5 opening up the white squares. A very focused player. Yeah, I mean, Mexico used to be like the place for like teenagers to go on spring break. I mean, it's a different era now. No, thank you. Juicebox will still go to Mexico. Juicebox is an adventurous soul. I don't care about my pawn, okay? You want your pawn back? You can have it. I love Mexican food. Don't even talk about Mexican food. I didn't even eat dinner. I had like a ramen noodle for dinner. I have like no plan. What am I doing? He's got the time thing going, that's for sure. Very good practical defense. He has like no openings at all. I mean, really, really bad openings for this rating. He's actually not very high in bullet. It's like practical. He's probably a shogi player. It's Yoshihari, reincarnated. What am I supposed to do? You're safe on the white squares. Oh my god, it's just one nasty trick after another. I didn't have like a waiting move. What am I supposed to do, like, for a waiting move? Does my draw first stand? Yeah, I played the draw offer, I thought, before I played G5. It's kind of weird. Just too hard to break through here practically. Game is taking forever, man. Just too hard to make progress there. With the amount of time he's got me on my increments. It was good practical defense. Flag attempt. I want to live in Argentina next year. Do you know what today is, Juicebox Wizard? Just walked past the Argentinian embassy today by complete coincidence. Today is World Malbec Day. And I have no Malbec. I have just really, really awful Chianti in my fridge. It's so sad. I drink a lot of Malbec back in the States. They have a big banner on the embassy. It's like a little bit funny. Alright. Must be like their #1 export now. Alms is white. Alms is tough. Can we take advantage of Alms never playing e4? Did I play the English defense against Alms already? Guys, let's get some bit wars going, okay? We've only got an hour and 20 minutes left in the tournament. Juicebox is in, you're in Nepal? Did you say that? You're just kidding around. He's in Cambodia. French defense the next game. I tried, Gambit Lover. I tried. No game. Bishop f4. Do you actually play the bishop f4? Against the Queen's Indian Alms, that's not in the Palliser repertoire. Not allowed to do that. I never had anyone play it against my English defense before. Bishop f4. We'll just have to go hippo. Hippo Lover. Clash Kid has actually climbed 3,400 meters. So he does mountain climbing. I don't even know how much 83 kilograms is. Guys, with your kilograms. How much is that in pounds, Juicebox? I've been living in Europe 14 years. I still can't convert. Happy, happy hippo. Hungry, hungry hippo. That was one of those games for kids that you would see on the TV when you were little. I never got a hungry, hungry hippo. Look at this, E5, just going for it. What are you doing? How dare you play that? How dare you, Oms? Think you can play E5. You're supposed to be a solid player. What kind of solid player plays E5 there? How dare you go against your prototypical role model self? The stream in which Kamsky got flagged by Naroditsky in a queen up position in the Arena Kings tournament. He rage quit online chess. That's like when Wesley So quit lichess because he didn't like 1400s cheating with engines and stuff. I don't like Oms anymore. He hasn't lost in the last 4 games against me. And it even in Blitz. Wait, that was Simul. This was 7-3. He's 7-3. You know, he's... Look at that, C5. Found that too. Wow. Okay. What the heck? Oh man, I forgot you're on C7 too. I have E5. What is going on now? Oms, you're raiding, man. I had this funny Kamsky story where I got paired with him in an open tournament in the US like 10 years ago. And I didn't bring a chess set. And Gada's really correct. Like he always like brings his own chess pieces, you know. The guy who was like playing for the world championship almost. He brings his own pieces to the tournament. And so I got paired with him and I was like, okay, no problem. Like Kamsky will bring his pieces. And so I went down to the tournament hall and he wasn't there. And I was like, oh crap. And I looked like all over and I couldn't find someone to loan me like a chess set. So it was ridiculous. I had to like wait. I couldn't even get a chess set. And he comes like 15 minutes late with his chess set. But he was like preparing for me. And the clock wasn't running because I didn't have a chess set. So I didn't even like... He basically had 15 minutes extra to prepare for me. And I don't even get that 15 minutes because I didn't have a chess set up. It was so ridiculous. Dude, what is up here? I'm just kicking my butt. The last game was Simul win? Oh, that was the Rook end game. I haven't beat him since, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. It's so weird that in American tournaments you have to bring your own chess pieces, but in Europe they like provide them for you for the most part. That Benoni Oms you won against me was unsound, by the way. We had this last game in the simul, where he really went for the jugular, and actually it was incorrect, but I didn't defend well. I just want a castle before it's too late. Guys, please support the stream. Thanks for subscribing. We had a new subscription from Clash Kid who resubscribed and now has 21 months as a subscriber. Any other new subscribers? I don't think we had another one. That's the only one for today. Is Asterbait playing? In last place. Asterbait's been quiet today. What's up, Asterbait? Quiet today, man. Did Oms get disconnected? Okay, Queen A5 check does nothing. I love the weak squares here we've got. Any moment he could do like takes on D6 and sack a piece, but we'll have to go with it. Go with the flow. CD, FG, Knight C7 check, King F8, whatever. I guess I just want to play D5 next, and then we'll be alright. Yeah, this is what I figured. I have an alternative. I mean, it doesn't seem like I have a realistic alternative. If I take, he plays Knight C7 check, I play King F8, I'm going to be vulnerable to all sorts of tactics with Knight E6. Okay, that doesn't work. So that's sweet. Takes, Knight C7 check, King F8, Knight E6 check. Great. That really made a lot of sense. So that's out. I can play Knight A6 though. And he has some other sneaky tactic with D7 check. This is ridiculous, dude. Takes, Knight C7 check. Resigns? Really? Wow. So I have to go here? Bob. Bobby's like, not please. King F8. Knight is Knight E5. That's alright. We'll probably live through that. Jeez. What a player. A6, Knight C7, Knight D6. I don't really have a better idea. Somewhat unsound. Is somewhat familiar with this exchange sacrifice. Seen on a previous episode of our show. Slicey dicey bishops. And if I play that, he gets away. Well, I'm gonna lose on time. Right. My God, dude. Strong is this guy. just waiting to drop that bomb on me. It's like taking me apart. I don't understand how his rating is 2029. It's like brutally strong. And fast as well. Wow. And he has this defense? Seriously? With 0 time left? Rook b3? Oh my god. If you complain enough, they will blunder. There was a funny variation there. Rook h6, I have to play like king g8 because king g7, 96 check. I was dead. All right. Uber driver in second place. Morales. Lalo again. I just keep playing the same players. I'll probably play Alms again. You took too much time in the beginning. You were a minute ahead of me. It was like 3 minutes to 2. I definitely took too much time. Nah, Bob. That was a bad game. He had me dead, man. I was impressed. No, we can't do that. Lalua plays well, and Marazzi, actually. That's my mom's teddy bear, Bob. Ah. I was talking about this variation. Speaking of Romanians, great Nispianu plays this with black. But he's German now. They traded him to Germany. Pass Pawn 99. What's up? Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks to all you guys. Bishop e2. Chicken. Simply transposing to the classical dragon. Chicken variations. All right. So knight e4, knight c6, knight c3, knight d8, knight d1. Rook d1. Yeah, that's the problem. So this tactics that don't work. Phileas Orange Juice. Why Ponda? Ponda is just holding court with the bears. Guys, tomorrow morning we're doing Weird Wednesday, unusual openings, and Blitz and Rapid Chess, 10 a.m. Please don't forget to support the stream. And don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube. How are you, Bob? Bob, I was just thinking how my former teammate, Dr. Liptai Laszlo, is like over 80, and he drinks like Red Bull, and he's an MD, or like a former MD, and the guy has, I think he has a wife that's like 30 years younger than him or something. Crazy. That's the way to be when you're 80. And he's still 2,300. It was like 2,299 at 80. Laszlo playing very professionally this game. Yeah, Bob, it seems weird. People just walking around like zombies with smartphones. Alright, I'm trying to be creative and fast. Laszlo seems inspired this game. I'm staying active at my age. It's Rook, inspired by my story, the 80-year-old chess master. I think that longevity as a chess player also depends on style, though. Korchnoi was surprising. I mean, I wouldn't really call him tactical, but a lot of his play was based on very high energy style play. You'd think somebody, though, like the quintessential like old man chess player who could go forever would be like Smyslov. You know, someone with a kind of low energy style, very positional. So check this out now. That'll be enough of that, okay? Materialist. Wow. He didn't even calculate. It's like, here, I have 2 pieces for the rook. Yeah, Smyslov was. Oh no. And that's it. End of story. Finito la commedia. Alright. Too quick there. Laszlo, take your time. You had some chances. After the tricky d5 by me. Probably you should trade on d5 and then do it. But still I have some counterplay. Inherently defensive player. But I wasn't always like that. That's what happens, Bob, when you get... That's what happens when you play like 40 Grandmaster Norm tournaments. What essentially happens is that you realize that you're usually like one of the like weaker or low rated players out of the group of 10 most times. I think I played too many tournaments where I was like playing in a GM tournament. I was ranked like 7 out of 10 or something. And it sort of made me, it made me like inherently afraid or something. It's like if you played a computer all the time. If you play in tournaments where you know you're constantly playing up. I played so many GM tournaments, literally like 30 or more. I wonder if that made me more defensive. Contact the FIDE Arena. It might be a GM norm. I think if I pay enough, Clash Kid, I can automatically get a norm. Now I'm playing Oms again. That's what I said. We'll play the same player twice. This is the third double. Nils. Talk about John. John who? Oh, John. John, what did you say? Nils? Don't get him started. I don't think that Esserman is sexually attractive enough for Bob. That's basically the problem. It's just Pilsner Urquell. Nice definition. Queen c2, b5. Okay. Okay. So Ams is booked up, man. He's booked up. He's booked on the Catalan. But I'm a nice guy. And see, that's the difference. All right. Knight F takes. I think development is probably useful. Twitch a path. Scandinavian, yeah, I was smart enough to quit playing the Scandinavian. At some point you just have to admit you're like handicapping yourself. It's the same as playing the Aliekins defense. One of my students was playing the Aliekins, a new student, and he said, should I keep playing the Aliekins defense? Well, I mean, basically I said to him, the thing about the openings like that is like, okay, like 1 in 3 games you win like a great game and you show your friends. But then the other 2 out of 3 you like lose horribly, you know? So you want to play an opening where you like losing 2 out of 3 and you're like proud of one of the games, but the other 2 are like a slaughterhouse. So yeah, you just can't, you know. I mean, it's fun in Blitz and stuff, and maybe Rapid Chess to play the Scandinavian, but I mean, to build like a reputation around that opening. Even I have like a video on the Scandinavian, but it's like a one-off. I mean, I wouldn't recommend people to play that. Okay, Rook A5, Knight B4, Rook A8, Knight C2, Rook D8. So can I win my pawn back? Man, this is exceedingly materialistic. A tot. What is a tot? Tot is a Hungarian name. Tot family. It's a short story by a Hungarian writer. Carlsen he's a technician, man. I mean, 9 out of 10 Carlsen games are ops-colored bishop end games. What did you do? Did you trap my queen in mid-board? I can't imagine it's exciting to watch people continually play like ops-colored bishop positions. But what's going on here? Queen b5, bishop a6. Just pray my queen isn't trapped. I mean, I should have known I would get in trouble with this. Does Chess24 now own exclusive rights to Magnus Carlsen? Man, Alms is like out for blood now. There was this book, Chess for Fun and Chess for Blood. An old classic. I think I have it on my bookshelf, though I have no clue. I don't think I ever read it. I just bought it at some used bookstore 100 years ago. To play Carlsen. To play Magnus app. Never heard of that one. Man, Alms is brutal, dude. But seriously, Alms, how are you 2029? I mean, you must not care, except when you're playing against me. Then you're like, now I care. Now I'm going to start playing like I'm 2300. All my other games, I play like I don't give a crap. Against me, he's like, seriously, a chess monster. Now I'm like trapped in mid-board. What is up with this? Dude, leave me alone. Unbelievable. That's why it's 2029. He gets winning positions and drops pieces. Phew, he just totally outplayed me. See, that's why I'm strong defensively. My position holding together by a thread and the cheapo taking a rook on a8. I mean, man, look at this. How bad is my position? -1 would be like optimistic, right? -2.4 after rook a2. Just in 20 moves, he just compressed me. My God. I don't even know what I did wrong. I played a TN, a virtual TN here with b3. It seemed reasonable. We got some games. It's actually okay. So I must have... You were actually... Okay. So this was it. I went too far with queen b5. But I felt uncomfortable. Good game, Alms. Good practical pawn sacrifice, actually. How would I describe Astorbate's play? Well, Astorbate is, you know, early in his chess development. I think he's changing. Astorbate is transitioning from a tactical wild man into a more strategically sound player. He's transforming. There was a game like 2 weeks ago where he almost drew against me, like the first time he ever played a fianchetto-based defense. And I thought he played very naturally. So he's totally changing. But it's too early in the case of player, you know, to define their style when they're like 1400. The oldest active FIDE player, greater than 2300, is 86. I'm telling you, my former teammate was 22.99, and he was like 81. That's pretty good. TJ Chess. We've never played? Wow. Bullet Specialist. I don't get the Buffalo Bill relevance. Buffalo Bill, like another reference to Silence of the Lambs, or like the real Buffalo Bill. You should get together with like Troll on a Roll. Gruesome. Weird French. I'm just making this up. I have a very good score with the system against the Dutch. Well, that's a first, Bob. Cue the Guns N' Roses song. Basically a King's Indian attack. Interesting. There goes. He didn't even try to take it. Very interesting. I spent like, I don't know, the last 30 seconds like double checking long variations to make sure I could sack the pawn. He just like doesn't even think about trying to win it. That's cool. Utter waste of time. Okay. One of my favorite Guns N' Roses songs, and that would I'm not a big fan of Guns N' Roses, but they have more charm than most normal metal bands. Do you recommend playing d3 and e4 versus the Dutch? Absolutely. Extremely good line. And even like the one good line for black, like no one knows it. So if you look up my statistics on ChessBase, I think like my best score is against the Dutch. The Petrosian-esque part of me. Though I lost I've lost a few. ChessBase probably hasn't kept track of those. An epic game to John Curto, who was probably 75 when he beat me. You think he's done. Just when I thought he was done. No. He was probably in his early 70s. I don't think he even plays. KIA. Theme of the day is old chess players. I've never played this player. It's kind of like poker, right? Like if you have a really, really tight player, you're never gonna like call their bets and stuff. When I bluff, I'm usually not bluffing. Yeah, with tile, right, you have to accept the sacrifice. It's like obligatory. I don't really like speculative style play, though. When I was younger, I was much wilder. I had some games that I played where I'm like, I can't believe I did that, you know? I wonder if this is even a good exchange. I mean, on paper, this is a good exchange for me. But I feel like any exchange kind of helps black a little bit here. Do you think TJ Chess likes closed positions? You think like a bullet player would like more tactics? As I've said many times on my stream, it's extremely hard to play closed positions well, quick. Cough's a little better. My mom died, but at least my cough is better. There's good news and bad news. Bishop takes knight was definitely a consideration. And unfortunately, he eliminated that from the menu. That knight is, not sure what my knight is doing. So I don't want to take here. His diagonal is still pretty live. Make him great again. G6. G6, the positional sacrifice. Eternal horse. This is going to be a really tough grind. You see, Bob, that's why this kind of game is bad for bullet play. I think I'll be streaming in 10 years. I hope I have something other interesting to do. I don't mind. I like streaming. But I mean, maybe nobody will be streaming in 10 years. Maybe that'll be old hat, you know. Besides the possibility of nuclear war, perhaps just something else will take its place. R.J. Reynolds. For the first time, I'm thinking I have something here. irony of like trading off my good bishop. Does this guy seem really strong? Sack my queen. $2,100 rapid. Why is his blitz rating so low? Yet he's 2,300 in bullet. That's weird. Why would your blitz be 300 point lower than your bullet? He cracked. I missed 96 check. That's why they pay me the big bucks. I'm always playing for mate. Right. 35 minutes left. Fuchsia, are you a mod on Fiona's Fiona's channel? Yes, among others. Professional mod. I don't hire professionals. I only have money for amateurs. No extra bucks here. Someone on sound is back. Yeah, we should get some bit donations flowing. Murwa won. Murwa is in the French championship for juniors. One of our regulars here. He's got 50% out of his first 4 rounds in the French junior championship. Bob would be, for example, an excellent mod in any channel. All right. I mentioned last week how Murwa got to play Vacher Lagrave in Blitz, in a Blitz tournament, but he lost, sadly. Any channel modded by Bob is doomed. Oh man. Clash Kid. Clash Kid should be the mod. Great improviser. I think the first requirement for a mod is to be mentally balanced. Great improviser. Maybe not mentally balanced, but emotionally balanced. Okay, E4, C5. Non-controversial. It's all Bob's fault. Bob, that's why I let you stay in my channel and I didn't kick you out long ago. Because I appreciate, you are creepy, but I appreciate a little bit of personality. So we're willing to accept your creepiness in exchange for your fun personality. It's a trade-off, you know. What's up with this specialty move order now? Queen e2 before castles. Okay, let's say knight f6. e5, does that do something? I mean, it should just trade pieces, right? Great improviser. So we've transposed. Stand your ground. Guys, what's going on? I'm sorry. My allergic condition. Slightly better, but still not forgotten. Not forgotten, Bob. They never forget. Elephant memory systems. Do you remember that? Anybody old enough to remember that? Rook d1. Okay, I'm not going to blunder e5 like in a previous game. Wasn't that curtain a door at some point? Soundproofing for the thin door. It is a door. It's both a curtain and a door. The John Lennon Band in 1972, really? That was like the first major brand of floppy diskettes. One of the first major floppy disk brands. I remember e5, knight e5, bishop e5. Man, these ambulances are killing it. Are we playing queen b8 too early here? It feels early to play queen b8. Yeah, I didn't tilt the camera right today. I was a little bit negligent. Normally I have it a little bit over. I used to play like, let's say 20 poker tables simultaneously when I was playing poker full time, and I would rage tilt and like scream and throw things against the wall. So it's like a padded cell almost. Bob thinks I'm like nervous. I'm much calmer playing chess than I am playing poker. You know, at least we're not playing for money. I suck at cash. I never like cash because tournaments, sit and goes. I always like the third element of, or you know, the additional like variable of, and I guess because I'm a chess player, I like tournament play just because I'm used to playing chess tournaments. So I just play cash for fun. I was playing sit and goes and MTTs like full time for 7 or 8 years. So it's all part of the poker soundproofing system. It's more to keep the sound in. Keep sounds in and keep sounds out. You guys will never see me. You'll never see me tilt in chess. Like, you've never seen anything compared to how angry I would get when I would like bust out of a tournament. You'll never see that in a chess stream. Jim, subscribe for just 8 months. What happened, Jim? It was 6 months, and I need glasses. Who wins? I love sit and goes the most, but I kind of Black Tuesday or whatever happened, and I was playing sit and goes full time, but when Americans were blocked from playing poker, I like switched accounts, and I kind of was in the middle of stuff, and I had to switch, so I just did MTTs, and then I switched from playing sit and goes to MTTs back around 2011 or whenever it was. But I haven't done poker professionally in like 4 years now, since like 2015. But I've never been a good cash player. I'm probably a losing cash player, actually. I play Omaha cash with my friends, and I probably lose more than I win. But I was never really, honestly, I was never really interested in cash. I think it's boring. So, castles. Yeah, we mostly play Omaha. 5-card Omaha too, which is really random. Full Tilt Poker used to have 6-card Omaha. It's ridiculous. Okay, G4. This is a really aggressive approach here. I guess G5 is coming. Yeah, horse. I mean, I used to play at horse tournaments, but nobody but like 100-year-old guys would like play an online horse tournament. I was playing poker since I was a little kid, like before I played chess. We played for quarters when I was like 9 years old. Chess I didn't start till I was like 11 or 12. A late prodigy. I was never a prodigy. Guys, welcome to the tournament. I seem to be in first place. No berserks. Ryu is the second, TJ Chess, Uber, Alms, Morales, Spartaco, Fuxia Lalo, and CT. Jim, thank you for the donation. The Great Improviser has a good handle on this. The equalizing system. Someone on Sound. Maybe it's someone on Sound's new account. Is this your Smurf account, someone on Sound? No. Someone on Sound wouldn't be doing a lot of bullet, would he? But it is slightly suspicious, because Unsound likes the Mora. It's a Gambit guy. It's a Smurf. Queen E2. Now what? G5, you know, is not a joke. I'm not afraid to pull the trigger on the G5 now and then. I was saying that to move 11. I've been known to play G5 in this kind of position. It does seem a little over the top, though. What is this, a Mark Esserman stream? The Mora. Yeah, 5-card draws. We were playing 5-card draw when I was 9 years old. 5-card draw, 7-card stud, 5-card stud. It's like 80s games. G5. Oh my god. He blundered knight f3. Mod Bob. Uh-oh. We don't have a mob? A mob. I don't want to mod people against their will. You've denied already. Infinite Flash was here earlier. He is technically a mod. Yeah, I'll mod Clash Kid if I have to. There's another incident. I don't want to mod anyone against their will, though. Clash Kid said he would pay, what was it, 50,000 bits to be a mod? Was that what you said? So I'm holding out for Clash Kid. Maybe we can, you know, get a good donation to make Clash Kid a mod. Oh no. Wow, Rujin is streaming too? I don't know if that's correctly pronouncing his name, but Ryu. Phonetically speaking, I'm an expert on foreign names. Aronian. Petrosian. No. I'm good at pronouncing Hungarian names now. I played this line last time, right? Let's play it again. He didn't really handle it in a classical way last time. It doesn't seem like his strong point is openings. I think I said that already. Because Bob is a troll. Because we can't make him a mod. He's a good troll, but he's still a troll. What kind of precedent would it set if I made our biggest troll a mod? Gambit or blunder? You make the call. All right, I've got an obligation to eat this pawn. Both of you and Infinite Flash are, yeah, it's true. I was desperate when I made Infinite Flash troll. No, Sabo Gergo is a good player, man. I would never say that. I lost to Sabo Gergo too. Last time I played him. No, he's a great player. I lost a horrible game against him 2 years ago. But that's not the game I was referencing. That was horrible too. Yes. No, I lost to a FIDE master. A really kind of lame guy. But happens. I think I played Sabo Gergo years ago in Budapest, and it was a draw, but I don't even remember the game. It was so long ago. And then the last time he beat me. I just like teasing Bob. You know, he's sort of a troll. A sort of troll. Okay, h3. You're gonna sack a piece here. No, the problem is that Bob is very provocative. He's a kind of troublemaker, and maybe not a traditional troll, but definitely not the kind of person you want as like a role model. You know, I mean, the mod should be a kind of sort of role model, I think, as to how you should behave in the stream. Not sure Bob sets the best example, you know. I like Bob, but that doesn't make him a good mod. I think Black lost their mind here slightly. Thank God for lateral moves. I mean, dude, this guy is no doubt, dudes and dudettes. This guy is no doubt a dangerous player, but he's smoking too much dope in this game. He's gone over the edge. Enough is enough. I forced a trade of queens. I mean, black is lost here. He's down a piece for one pawn. You found it, Bob. Bob should be a commentator. Rook digestion. All right. Uh-oh. What, whoa? That could be a small problem if I hang a piece. Can't imagine what he's commentating here. Better than Maurice Ashley. Oh, shit. I saw somebody on lichess named... What was it? Black Bear 1 today? That was actually Maurice's, like, ICC handle, Black Bear. And the rating was about right. It was like 2600. But maybe Maurice got around to getting a lichess account. He would probably never do anything that's for free. What do you mean, no way, Ashley's 2600? Maurice is a good blitz player, man. It's dissing him. He's at least as good as me. Actually never played him in blitz, but I've seen him play. I mean, I'm sure he's rusty, but he did make GM, albeit like probably as barely as I would, if I finally make it. Bob was arguing like last year that Maurice Ashley didn't get 2500 or something. Wasn't that you, Bob? This some kind of anti-Maurice rant, but he's been over 2500. He's a legitimate grandmaster. All right. You're pro Maurice. All right. Who's that? Oh, because he uses the engine all the time. Morales is in the house. 135 games. I was wondering how many you have, Antonio. Because I've got like, what, 2 players who have around 200. Mule Skinner is close to 200. He's at 199, I think. Your Bullet Idol, the master of Berserk. I don't know why I never played this line, but I noticed something interesting. Like, back in the day, Gingy used to, like, recommend playing this, but I was looking at some statistics and it's actually like not clear what's wrong with C takes D here. There's hardly any games with this. Actually looks pretty good for black. First time I've played this. I mean, I guess I should take a little bit of a deeper look, though. Deep dive into the position. My first time. There was like a Kudrin Perelstein game I saw where Sergey was black. I guess I grabbed the bishop pair here. He plays 95. Or do we play b5? We just try to double fianchetto. Everything is possible. Knight g4. So unfortunately, it looks like Morales is like prepared for this. The engine thought this was just good for black. I need to look at this. Just work it out. The Stockfish thought black was like better after c takes d4. But now I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to proceed. Do I grab the bishop pair with knight g4, or do I try to fianchetto and go bishop b7? Instantly played. Somebody has played this already. Surrounding units. Now that pawn needs to die. I hope you don't mind. I mean, is that really going somewhere? It almost makes you want to play like knight g4. Place where pawns go to die. Don't forget he's berserking. Got no increment. Penguin earned a what? GM title, by the way? Yeah, but imagine what he would have done if he didn't waste all his time playing Bullet, Jim. That's the other side of the argument. Like, maybe the dude would be like World Junior Champion or something, instead of like Junior Bullet Champion of the world. There's more than one way to look at it. I have the feeling that, I mean, I said this like a stream ago, but you're wasting your time, you know? I'm serious, it's a waste of time. I mean, for fun, it's fine, but if you want to be a great player, why is somebody, you know? Is there a trap here with rook d8? Very well. You know, there's got to be better things he could do with his life than play bullet chess all day. It's kind of sad, and not just for Penguin, but for anybody. Like, I see all these people, like, they think the only object of the game is to play as fast as you can, and they're just handicapping themselves, you know? They just don't understand the object is to play good moves. The secondary thing is to try to play fast. It should really be in the proper order. The first thing is to play good moves. The second thing is to play them fast. But I mean, I don't want to like watch grandmasters hanging pieces against each other. I mean, that's like absurd. Life is short. Another one of my anti-bullet rants. Strengthening his pawn chain before we make our big move. It's not like just because I suck at bullet. I never had any interest in bullet, even 20 years ago. When I first started playing online chess in the mid-90s, I mean, I never was interested. Okay, 2-minute chess is kind of okay, you know. But other than that, no, it's like ridiculous. No. It's funny that you played that. I was thinking about bishop b4. I think that might even be a better move. Better version of the text. Bishop b4. Because on bishop b4, king f8, you have rook d8 check. Double exclam. Rook takes rook, rook takes rook. Knight e8. Whatever that does. Bishop d8, highly inaccurate. Don't worry. You don't need the increment. It's not important. 7 minutes left. Got to find a way to make progress. Oh no. Timing. All right. Time for one more. Guys, thank you for the donations. Jim, someone on sound, Arms on Twitch. No, I mean, even 2-minute chess, I think, is almost credible, you know, but beyond that, it's like absurd. You got to draw the line somewhere. Just imagine if Hikaru hadn't spent half his life, and he got as far as he did, being this like bullet chess phenom. If Hikaru had concentrated on other stuff, maybe he would be world champion right now, you know? I don't think that bullet made made Hikaru a great player, you know? He played way more bullet than Magnus did. And now Magnus is just as good at him as him, maybe at bullet. I think the first thing, you have to be a great player, and then you work on playing fast. A lot of people try to do it in the wrong order. But every time I play anybody, it doesn't matter if they're like 1200 or 22. It seems like they always have more time than me. Alms again. It's like the 4th time I've played him. Is this 3 or 4? I like Hikaru. I mean, he was kind of a punk when he was a kid, but he mellowed out and he's fine now. I didn't really like him that much when he was young, but he's way better now. I'm sure that it's very instructive to watch him play and talk about the games. But again, I don't have much sympathy for bullet. What's up, Alms? What are you doing to me? What is this? Alms is like an opening genius. But imagine, you know, okay, you can just say Magnus is just a genius or whatever. You would think, I would think like Hikaru would still be stronger in bullet after all the bullet he's played. Way more than Magnus probably. If you just tally the number of bullet games that Magnus has played in his life, the number that Hikaru has played in his life is like training or whatever. Hikaru has to have played more. And it doesn't make a difference, you know, at the end of the day. Because I think Magnus concentrated on other stuff, and the bullet just kind of comes naturally to him. It's an extension of his normal chess, almost. Well, I mean, first of all, Magnus is younger than Hikaru by a long shot, you know. Just that alone. You don't even have to count their games. I mean, so we're going to grab that bishop at some point, aren't we? Alms, you play the Tarash too? Guys, streaming tomorrow at 10 a.m. Tactics. Knight d4, rook a d8. Master of tension. I guess I could play bishop d4. What's happening there? I feel like I'm blundering something. Blundericious. We only have 2 minutes left. That's it for the tournament. Queen a6. Queen a6 with compensation. Compensation. I missed this. I don't know why. I only looked at like Queen a6 immediately, but this makes a lot of sense now. Trading queens doesn't, though. Isn't he just like clearly worse here? I mean, maybe he can hold, but it's a tough uphill struggle now. I actually hallucinated anyway, but we're better. This is like Tortureville. Speaking of Magnus Carlsen, Magnus has dreams about this and other assorted Opscolor Bishop End games. 50 seconds left. This game will not count. Ams is in a tie for second now. TJ chess. TJ Hooker. Good old Captain Kirk. I never watched TJ Hooker. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. All right. That's it. This is going to be hard to win. Love the arena, first time playing. If I don't follow who? On Twitter? I didn't get it, who you said, Stinger. Fabiano? Who are you guys talking about? This reminds me of some other game I had with Oms. Oh, our Simul game. No, it's correspondence game. I think I can beat him in a rooking game in the correspondence game I have with Oms. Tournament's over, guys. I managed to win. You're thinking William Shatner. William Shatner's got a Twitter feed. Okay, that's cool. It's amazing that he's still alive. And he's not the only one from the Star Trek like cast that's still alive, right? Sulu is still alive. Uhura had the like psychic network going for a long time. That was probably a big moneymaker. I bet she did well with the psychic network. I still love that name. That'd be a great name for a chess handle, actually. Just finishing this game. Who gives a hell when you're like 80 years old, right? All right, what am I doing now? I'm not sure. Trying to make progress on both sides. Classic. Alyukin was here earlier. He would appreciate this. So if black plays knight b6, well, there's going to be some problems. Rook in game is not enough. Hard to win and also very hard to lose. You just have to trust your intuition, I guess. With bishop b5, slightly awkward. We've got increment here. Let's get a little mobility. Get on your mobility scooter, William Shatner. Knights are not the same as bishops. Better king. Look at that king. How dare you? How dare the king come there? Wow. Brazen move. How do I get at him? I thought he was going to play something else. So now... Oh no. Damn it, Alms. I have to be careful not to lose now. Oh, he's tired. He might be slightly better after h5, actually. I screwed up. The engine says it's still a draw, but it's awkward. Knight c6, king c4, and h5. gh5. Whoops, not that. gh5. Yeah, it's probably still a draw. Good job hanging on there. Why did I trade rooks? I had another move. I was thinking I had to. I think that you're okay, you know, no matter what I do. I don't have an alternative. What do I do? Rook b1? Rook a1? No, this hanging. Let's see the final CPL for both sides in this game. I had a big advantage at one point when you took on e2. Even before that. You escaped. Anyway, I had 5 inaccuracies. No mistakes, no blunders. Alms had 2 inaccuracies, 1 mistake, no blunders. Pretty clean game. This is a little bumpy there. But 13 center pawn loss for Alms. That's not fair. He has a mistake and I don't. And 15 for me. Still not a bad game. Okay, guys, let's check out the tournament final standings. And thank everybody for playing. Sparkle Horse, first place. Alms in second, even without that last round draw. TJ Chess in third. Ryu in third, fourth. Uber Driver, very solid. Morales, Spartaco, CT, Rill snuck in there. And Fuchsia finished 10th. Congratulations to Fuchsia, sneaking into 10th place. So guys, we had a total of 43 players. Average rating 1760. Thank you guys for playing. It was fun. And thanks from the Panda and the Panda's friends. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. for Weird Wednesday Unusual Openings, Blitz and Rapid. Thanks to all of you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks for subscribing. The donations, ready for a bit war later in the week. Alms, thank you. Awesome, guys. Thanks for supporting the stream. Once again, stream tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. And it will be Blitz Rapid with Weird Openings. Don't forget, I've got a YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube. You guys can make donations via PayPal. I had a generous donation from Mr. Coffee earlier this week. I want to thank him for that. And also, just mention that in 3 weeks we'll be moving the stream to a USA time. So probably in the middle of May or the earlier middle part of May. I'm going to be flying back and moving the stream to USA time, base time over the summer. See you guys then, okay? Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.